Hey everyone, how are you doing? Today's a special video. Usually I have the June up, usually the first week of the month. But the problem is usually I like to wait a week after. So like next week on Tuesday and Thursday, we'll do the STL Patreon for June. Due to the fact that not a lot of people actually update all the stuff that they need to for it. So this gives them a plenty enough time to have majority of them up so that we can actually look at it. And I'm like, nope, they don't have it. Nope, they don't have it for it as well. We'll be talking about wellness and hobbies. Um, People with mental health issues and how hobby help and cope with it as well. If you do enjoy it, please subscribe, like, and share. Check out our Patreon and Discord for that as well. So, I have severe depression, anxiety. I don't have much of a rage issue as I used to do in the past. Um, Probably because I just, out of the military, and military just raises my blood pressure like exorbitant amount, and just the anger, just fueled by anger every time I go to work. So, because there's a lot of dumb people in the military, I'll tell you that right now. There's a lot of smart people, and there's a lot of dumb people. Don't know how a screwdriver or a hammer works. So yeah. So I've been starting hobby, this type of hobby since I was in middle school. So that's roughly around 1995 or 6. No, it's all the way from 2000. No, that end would be 2000. No, 1998, 1999. I started this hobby in 1998 to 1999. So I got to do math for this. Um, no, it's 1997 and 1998. I forgot. I started high school in 2003. So yeah, so I started between 1997 1998 in middle school when I was digging through my dad's shit, and he had AD&D books. He had comic books. I know that before D&D. So I got intrigued, got interested, started reading some of them, and wanted to play. So my dad showed me his old grid paper from back in the 80s and show me like how they play it, how he plans traps, stories, and so forth. And it always intrigued me for that as well. Then at the same time, at the mall, there was a Games Workshop. Now it's called Warhammer, but it's called Games Workshop back then in the mall. Then I want to play Warhammer because the miniature looks cool and everything else. Back then, there weren't that many D&D miniatures. A lot of them were pewter. Way older ones were lead. There were not as much of them out or varieties of it, and usually a lot of third party people make them for it, and Warhammer miniatures were ridiculously expensive, so I had a choice to jump into D&D or I jump into Warhammer. But so I got a 3.5 books for I think my fifth or sixth grade. Sorry, fifth or sixth grade, I got my 3.5 books. Then I start playing that edition. I don't know when it actually fully came out, so I might be wrong on years for it. But I was, doodling around with my dad's AD&D book with my binder back then, and until I got my 3.5 books, the Monster Manual, DMG, and the Player's Handbook. Then, you know, getting the people to play it, it was really hard back then because during the middle school time, uh, Yu-Gi-Oh, was in the cartoons. Then when people start buying the cards for it, so everyone was really into Yu-Gi-Oh back then when it first came out. Then we got the Pokemon phased out, so it was between Yu-Gi-Oh and Magic the Gathering. And my dad played Magic the Gathering, so I have a lot of a lot of old legacy cards that I was playing with them as well. So we had that. Then high school, and I actually started my Dungeons and Dragons club in high school. We had it for I think two, 3 to 4 years of D&D, and we did that, and it was awesome. It was the most epic thing in the whole wide world. For it. I love my teachers, I love my friends. I still keep contacts with, and then we started able to get miniatures because I had a part-time job. So the majority of my money went to miniatures and books for 3.5. I used to have a massive collection. Until I joined the military, I had to sell the majority of it. So I have some spending money in boot camp. So, it evolves till now. Got out 2016 with med boarded out, and I can't really hold a job. And due to my disability and everything else with it, I was, had to do something to keep my mind at ease. I'm not a person that I can't just sit down and do nothing. I had to do something. I had to work with my hands. I used to do a lot of crafts. I used to do a lot of woodworking, metalworking, and I can't do woodworking, metalworking anymore like I used to. So painting. Back then, paint pigment and for painting miniature, it was sucked. It was, well, basically oil base back then that you used to get those car models and stuff. Then slowly transitioned to acrylic, and acrylics were a lot better. But we're still in that beginning stage of the acrylic for model paint. Now everything involved with contrast, shading, and we have more techniques of miniatures, and you two help out a lot for that as well. So, you know, doing this since painting since for a long time, but I didn't really basically paint until like a few years. And majority of my videos are now painting miniature videos, and it actually helps with a lot of things. It keeps my mind off of the stuff that's around me and just focusing on it. I usually able to do only paint like 10 minutes at a time, but I keep at it here and there. Now I can paint longer and a lot more longer and more intricate and more detail for that as well. And it actually helps, put your mind somewhere else and doing something that you're really passionate about and sharing it with your friends. Out of all my friends, I'm probably in the middle. I have one of my friend that if I give him this, I won't see this till like 3 months because he's gonna make it look like a freaking the demon, the golden demon type miniatures. Like you put it in, it's like freaking miraculous. But I want to get to that stage in my point, but yeah. So if doing something, figuring something that you're really passionate about will help you with your wellness and keeping mind off things that really bothers you and try to make crashing video games one thing as well. I know someone use video game as a plug just to get your mindset out of everything. I see people do puzzles, reading books, building robots. I love to build robots, but just too damn expensive for me to build. And yeah, so if you're interested on like try to get out of a negative mindset, do something that you can actually blow steam off of. That helps out a lot in the long run. Some people go to the gym. I'm not the type of person that go to the gym. I'll rage like a Hulk if I go to the gym. So this is like one of the things, and playing D&Ds with my friends is like one of those things that's actually therapeutic for me. Let me know down in the comments what is that, it makes you more therapeutic and help you vent and helps you with what do you go to when you go have like when you're depressed or something anxiety and stuff like that. Let me know down in the comments below. I'd like to know your guys' answers. Well, anyhow, guys, thank you guys for watching. Subscribe, like, and share. Check out our Patreon Discord, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Have a great day, guys. Bye.